Hello everyone. Today I will be sharing my interview experience of IIM Shillong here. So let's begin. There were around two panel members, both from males. One was in his 40s, another was in his 50s. So the first thing I got in the interview, I was given a topic on the four capitals in India, which is called extempore. I had to speak on it for a around 2 minutes, and I got around 1 minute or 30 seconds to speak for that. Usually we are given this amount of time, but it can vary due to situations. So as I wasn't comfortable with the first topic, I got which I mentioned. So I asked for the another topic, and they gave me, which was the ecology is tourism is bane for ecology. So again, it was little tough for me, uh, but not tough, but for speaking like 2 to 3 minutes, and you just get more less than 1 minute to think. So then in that way it becomes difficult, and also it is very spontaneous. So although I got some time, so I started writing what I done. So they told me to start. So firstly I told about tourism and defined about it, and then my whole idea behind the topic was that it isn't the bane for ecology, because government uses tourism in zoo conservation and biosphere reserves, sanctuaries. To promote tourism, government uh, brings people, open it for tourism, and then monetizes it, and those money are used to promote the flora and fauna in return. So ultimately it isn't bane for ecology. That's what my point are. And I think my stand was quite right, but I could have added more and better points. Then I was asked to tell about my hobby, which I mentioned, which is quiz and reading. So they started me asking about economics, which is but instead I'm a physics grad. But the question were basics, so I was able to tell them in a raw manner, or not very perfect, you can say. So the first question was regarding inflation, high consumption, low investment, low consumption, high investment, which should be preferred. So which is better for economy? So I told them that it depends. Initially I told that high consumption is good, but then I told them that it depends, and I gave the example of the pandemic, how governments all over the world were promoting liquidity, and now after the pandemic, as inflation has risen, governments all over the world are restricting interest rate and increasing the interest rate to control the liquidity in the market. Then I was asked that how RBI can RBI print money out of thin air. So I told that no, they need to have some reserves and all. But I later confirmed from someone that no, it isn't like that now, that you don't have to like keep reserves and all, but there is no obligation like that. You can print money whenever you want, but yeah, it can be hard on your economy if it isn't backed by proper bonds and currency and also, but you are not obligated. That's what I know. Then I was asked about demography of Japan. So these kinds of questions I was uh, given. So, but yeah, I was able to tell again this question. So I was little confused. What is demography? Like I knew about, like, it is about people, but if there anything else about this? So he told me that you should know. So I told about how demography of Japan and India are different. Like Japan has higher older people, and India has a quite younger population, and how Japanese population is more and more dependent on automation. And so quite told about all these. And then they came to physics. The questions were about power, elasticity, uh, uncertainty principle, so plasma. So all these questions in physics I was able to handle them properly, but the first part I would say wasn't. I wasn't very confident, and I was moving here and there, and my cue from this interview was that I need to be a little more perfect and more precise and more accurate than moving around. But also, I think when you don't know, uh, I uh, believe that it is better to just try. By first ask them, so I want to try. Just like you cannot say directly no. I won't say. For me, if I know something, I will try to just add it to it, and also, but before taking permission. So this was my overall experience of IIM Shillong interview. It was quite an average interview, and for now I'm bit listed around like it around 100. So I don't believe that I will be able to convert it for sure, but anything can happen. So just I'm waiting. I have converted other calls, so thank you.